So this is my hashtag 2024 curl vlog for this year, and it's the end of February. At the end of every month, I've decided to do a live wash and go and just kind of recap my month and recap the challenge, because I'm doing a challenge every month for myself, and hopefully you will join along if you are so inclined. Um, Monica says, I'm loving your curl journey. Thank you. Me too. Me too. Every season is different, right? You are in a season of, our hair grows this way, and this way, going down. You're in a season of growth where I can see your elongation. Your curls are gorgeous, Monica. Mm. Absolutely gorgeous. But thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to recap from the month that I've had. And in this wash and go for today, I'm using Brown Sugar Baby. Oh, you're welcome, Monica. It's true. I'm using Brown Sugar Baby conditioner, and I'm using Brown Sugar Baby moisturizer. And I'm going to do a Foxy Brown Color Wax topper, I think. Maybe. We'll see. And I need to warm up my water. Oh, and I'm going to finish using this. There's only a little bit of this left, so I'm just going to add it on the top. This is a pineapple leave-in that I've been using for February that has served me well. Let's warm up the water. Let's take off my shoes here. Such a confined space, but it's perfect for sitting down, relaxing, and doing a wash and go. And or taking a shower when you have a shower bench. I love it. I love my shower bench. I do have my anti-fatigue mat in here and when I do stand up, but for the most part, I'm sitting while I'm doing my wash and go and while I'm doing my shower. Monica says she used pineapple leave-in all this month and I loved it. I love it too. When I first used pineapple, well, actually the very first pineapple product I used with Curl Mix was the serum. And that smells so good. That smells amazing. Then I used the flakeless gel next, and the leave-in conditioner. And when I first used it, I was like, it's okay. And I think I had that mindset because I fell in love with vanilla berry. Vanilla berry and that castor oil, that did my curls like none other. So I was like, I don't know, really focused on that. So I wasn't really feeling it at first, but now I love it. But actually, I've ordered more pineapple leave-in because I do have pineapple gel. I use more. Actually, I started using them at the same time, so apparently I use more gel than leave-in because the gel is already gone. And I used a little bit of this in my last wash and go, and I'm going to finish it today. So, I love it too. Okay, now my water is finally warm. I have my glasses on so that I can... Oh, man, I forgot. I forgot to put my gloves on. One of the reasons that I put gloves on is because it helps the product, and it helps the product get distributed on my hair. It helps my hair not to like get stuck on my hands. I have more slip when I use the gloves, and plus so my ring doesn't snag, and so that little unknown slithers in my nails don't snag either. So I don't use gloves all the time, but when I do, I notice a smoother application and an easier placement of my curls when I have these gloves on. And plus, I'm going to use some color wax, I think, and I'm going to use it. I mean, I'm wearing them for that too. Now, I don't always wear gloves when I use color wax because it does really come off so easy. And I hate putting gloves on after my hands are wet because it's so much harder to put them on. But we must. Monica says, you're inspiring me to do a no gel set as a mid-week reset. Your curls would, I mean, you have amazing curls anyway. I think your curls would do great with a midweek refresh that is a no gel set. But hey, that's just me saying that. I think everyone's curls would do great doing that. But you never know how it will turn out on your hair until you try. And it's really about what you want your hair to do, the properties of your hair, and all of that. So I say try it. I say try. Try. Okay. And yes, this is my midweek wash / refresh. And I've started to look at that a little bit differently. And I'll go into that a little bit more as we get into this wash and go. But in starting off, this is the last wash of February. So I have in my shower, I digress one moment. I have a mirror right here, a mirror right here, and a mirror in the front. This mirror in the front is kind of getting covered up by the phone, so I'll be looking to my mirror on both sides just to kind of see what's going on with my hair. And I think that's so important when you're doing your hair to, one, feel what it's doing, but also see what it's doing. Because you can sit and rinse your hair for what you think is a good amount of time, but if you have a mirror, you can actually change the water pressure. You can see that, you know, maybe you didn't get all the product out, because as I'm doing this now, I see product that's still coming out. So having a visual makes a big difference in your wash. So in my 2024 curl blog, every month has a theme. January was the month of hydration, and every month also has a challenge. January's challenge was to wash 8 times, and we washed 7 times, so we didn't quite meet that challenge, but it definitely was not a fail. It was still success. I still consider it a victory. And February's theme is all about, or has been all about, curl love. And by curl love, I mean my curl story. My challenge for this month was to share my curl story, and the way that I did that was by answering a series of questions. Um, and those questions that I answered are actually in the community tab. If you want to see what the questions were, they're in the community tab. And if you want to see my answers to those questions, they're in the YouTube shorts. So if you've missed any of those, definitely check it out in either the tab, community tab for the questions, or YouTube shorts for my answers. And it's been fun sharing my story. It's been fun reflecting on just those questions in general. And for me, it made me just kind of reminisce on my hair in the past and my journey, and really just appreciate even more where I am right now in this journey. So it's a moment of reflection. I think that's always good. Put this on high pressure. You can see this product is still coming out. And as far as an update for my hair from February, the journey definitely continues. I continue to try to be flexible. I continue to learn my hair, because our hair is different in every season. It's different in every season. Season meaning weather. Season meaning life. Life as far as what's going on as a stress level, or what's going on as a health level, everything. I mean, it's always changing. So I think just staying in tune with what's going on with your hair keeps you updated on how to take care of it, how best to take care of it. That is to your advantage. Staying in tune, I think, is definitely, for me, includes a regular schedule of hydration, a regular wash schedule. I mean, if you're not regularly checking out your hair, how can you know what's going on? And my wash schedule has changed. I'm looking at it a little bit different now. Just like you mentioned, Monica, my goal for 2024 is to have 2 washes a week. Wednesday and Saturday are my days, but I'm flexible because I know life happens, and if I don't get to have those 2 washes a week, it's okay. It's okay. But at least I have a goal and I have something to shoot for, to be intentional. So this Wednesday wash is my quick wash refresh. And the difference with that is the difference with my Wednesday wash is that, one, I do not shampoo most of the time. I just started this. I do not shampoo, I do not use a brush, and I do not use gel. So that's just the quick refresh. I rinse all the product off like I'm doing now, getting the water infused into my hair the way that I'm doing now. I do mild finger detangling, just prepping for conditioner. And then after that, I go straight in with the conditioner. I need a windshield wiper. After that, I go straight in with the conditioner, which, like I said, we're using the Brown Sugar Baby. This stuff is so thick, and it smells amazing, and it feels amazing, but I'm still heavy-handed when I put product on my hair. So I go in with the conditioner all over, working it in, adding water, and then just finger detangling it by the sections on Wednesday. So that's what I do on Wednesday, is the quick wash. And then on my weekend wash, it's the spa day. So I don't have a time restraint on the weekend. I'm doing all 4 steps. I'm taking my time. Everyone in the house knows it. Mr. Smith knows that Saturday is my long wash. I have shared all of that with him, so he actually reminds me, are you doing your quick wash today? Are you doing your spa day today? That he already knows what's going on even before it happens. So communication is key with, anyone that you're sharing space with, so that they know what your goals are and they can help you achieve them, and they know what to expect. This could actually be enough conditioner, but I'm going to go in one more time with some more. Of this amazing stuff right here. And it's in those insides. Definitely have to open up my hair and get inside and get underneath. I have actually morphed my application process, my technique a little bit. It has changed from the very first time when I started using Curl Mix doing my wash and goes. It has changed. And I think part of that change has to do with the health of my hair, the hydration of my hair, and the manageability of my hair, and even the length of my hair. When I started using Curl Mix products in 2022, my hair was a lot longer and a lot more tingly, and I have lower porosity hair. Now, with my routines that I've developed over the months, I have normal porosity hair, so I think my hair absorbs water pretty well. And therefore, it's easier to detangle, because I also have more regular than before, maintenance cuts. I don't really have a schedule. I have an ideal time that I want to go, but I can't always go when I want to go. But all of those things contribute to my routine, my technique changing a little bit over the months. So now I'm going in and I'm just adding some water to this conditioner so that I can actually work it in. And this is going to help me to work it in and infuse it. And I'm going to start with a large section over here. That was so easy to part. And I'm going to twist this one up, do this section, and twist this one up. And then the back is going to be 3 rows, parting horizontally going this way. So I'm going to have a section at the top right here, which is the crown. And then I'm going to have 2 more sections underneath that, parted horizontally again. So then I'm going to go back in and add a little bit more water per section. So that I can split this in 2 and then start working this conditioner in and detangling at the same time. So I'm only finger detangling during this wash. So I want to do as good a possible job as I can working in that conditioner and detangling. Smoothing it all in, squeezing it to distribute. Then working on this side. You see, it's very hydrated. And very coily. So the products that I used for February, I used the pineapple, as I mentioned before. I used the pineapple gel, pineapple leave-in, and the pineapple custard. And I'm looking in this mirror over here so that I can tell what's going on with my hair. And I also used the pineapple conditioner, but I ran out of that. I used all of that. And I used the Masters Collection Light Hold, and then I also used the Masters Collection Heavy Hold during the month of February. Was that all? Okay, this section is pretty good. I'm going to take this clip this, then drop this next level, add some water. So I can work this part into sections as well. So some of the other lessons that I learned in the month of February with my curls is that Janae can definitely have some volume. I played around with scrunchies to add pineapples in my hair during the month. I played around with foam rods to add big curls to my coils during the month for a fluffier set. So Janae can definitely have some volume. I love, love, love a low manipulation set. But if I can have some volume for fluffy curls, I'm definitely doing that. So I've discovered those ways in this season to get volume. I'm trying to get this shed hair off of my fingers onto my hair catcher. It's definitely fun to experiment with your hair and with your curls just to see what it can do. You never know what your hair can do if you don't mix it up sometimes. Now, granted, if you're trying out a new product or if you're learning your hair, it is good to stick to the same product so that you can know really how your hair does with that product. But even if you're using the same product, you can experiment with different styles so that, one, you don't feel frustrated in your wash and go if it doesn't look as defined or fluffy, or if it gets a bit more functional frizz during, before your next wash day. That's okay. You can play with it and have fun with different hairstyles. So I'm going to take this clip this, and go to this section. Adding water. The curls are coiling. Doing this midweek refresh with the conditioner and working it through my curls so that I can, one, infuse the moisture in there, but two, stretch out my curls. My curls are very coily at the end, and what I'm always trying to do is stretch them and release them from locking onto each other, which is basically detangling, so that I can have a fresh set, and so that my strands can be infused at every level of my hair. Start with this one. As I'm looking in the mirror, I see I got these hairs on my arm. I see that from looking in this mirror over here. And I see all this bubbles on my nose and my face. So what are we taking from the previous months into the next month? So our plan is to, like I said before, keep the consistency of regular washes, a midweek wash refresh. I'm calling it a refresh because I may not always use shampoo. I may just use the conditioner like I am now. Use the shampoo on the once a week and the conditioner once a week. As you can see, curls are infused, getting infused with the conditioner. It's easier for me to, most of the time, detangle the front of my hair than the crown. because the curls on the front of my hair are more stretched. I have an S wave pattern curls, and they don't have as much elasticity. So whenever I do protein treatments, I really try to focus on the front, because the elasticity in the front is not as prominent as it is on the sides or even in the back. I have so much elasticity in the back. And let's go to this side. Add some more water. Really working it in. Oh, I think I got soap in my eye. There. Actually, it's not soap, it's conditioner, right? Janae is due for a trim. I have noticed that there's some wonky curls that are just out of place, meaning randomly hanging curls from the shape that we have. So it's time to get Janae back shaping. Now, sometimes I do pull out my shears and snip off a few curls if needed, but that's just a curl here and there for the most part. For the most part. Check out what she's doing here. Getting hydrated and getting, see that wonky curl right there? Not gonna cut her just yet. So we've gone all over and worked in the conditioner. I can pretty easily just, run my fingers straight down in my hair, which is a good sign. And I'm going to take out the clip in the back and run my hand down in the back as well. And then do this top clip. This conditioner really allows me to go straight through my hair, which is amazing. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell if there's any hair on my hands. So, and the difference with my 2 washes, my goal of Wednesday is a quick set. My goal is an hour to an hour and a half of being in the shower doing this. Whereas on the weekend, I don't give myself a time restriction. So now we can rinse. And then I do have shampoo or conditioner on the walls. The water is not warm yet. Remember. So in the month of March, I definitely want to share with you what I'm going to be doing. Janae and I are going to be doing in the month of March. I'll put my glasses on. Let me see comments. May not be any, but I don't know if I don't have these on. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think there's any. It's warm now. With this side. I'm going to get the bag. This is just the first rinse because, believe it or not, there's still a whole lot of conditioner in my hair. Even though it might not look like it, there's still a lot of conditioner in there. Underneath. I'm going to go in with the different water pressure so I can get the rest of it out. And then lift it up and all that good stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this stronger water pressure. I'm going to take my glasses off, so I'll come back and look at the comments. See how there's still conditioner in there on the inside? definitely need to open up your hair and lift your hair. I do. Of course, depends on how long your hair is. You may not need to do that. Or you may have a heavier lift. So let's do this side. I'm using this mirror on the side so I can see the white residue versus the clear residue. Like this is clear, but I'm still going to lift it. And then we can go to the back and do the same thing. So in the month of March, next month, we're going to focus on scalp care. So the challenge for March is going to be scalp health. And one of the reasons why I wanted to focus on this is my personal situation of my own scalp. I have alopecia in the top part of my scalp. You can see the thinning here. And I have been on different medication for that. So I think it's important to focus on the health of your scalp. If you have an issue with your scalp, visible issue, or even if you don't. Okay, so we've got all the conditioner off. Now I'm just going to go in with the regular water pressure. And now it's time for moisturizer. I may be able to put my glasses back on to see if there's any comments. I don't think there's any comments. Okay, so we're going to continue going in with the Brown Sugar Baby Moisturizer. And I'm going to start with several pumps because I'm going to put it on similar to the way I put on the conditioner. Actually, I can't see. Gonna put several pumps in my hand and rub it together and start applying this way. Since this next few days until my next wash and go, it's going to have a bit of definition, but it's not going to be a highly defined style, but that's okay because I can still repurpose my hair with clips, with twists, with foam rods or with scrunchies, just to give me a little bit more volume with anything really that I want to use that's going to give me some more lift or some more volume in my hair and my curls. So when I first started with Curl Mix, I could not apply product to my hair this way. Well, let me rephrase that. You can apply product to your hair however you want. But with the look that I was going for and what I was aiming for back then, I could not apply product to my hair this way and get the look that I was going for. That's a better way to state that. Now that I have learned my hair and I have a specific goal for this year with my hair, what I want to do, I know how to apply the product. I know the techniques that I can use from the techniques that I have learned over the past several months. And it will help me to focus on getting the result that I want. And so for the month of March, being focused on scalp health, scalp care, some of the challenges or some of the actions that I'm going to challenge myself to do and challenge you to do as well is to be very intentional with your scalp and to learn more about your scalp and your hair. And one of the ways that you can do that is to look at it regularly, to document it. So, I mean, you can see what my hair is doing right now, and a lot of what my hair is doing right now is because of what my scalp is doing as well. So, self-examination of your scalp, journaling of your scalp. I mean, while you're checking it out and seeing what it's doing, take pictures. Examine it so that you can really see. I mean, you can't see every area in your head just by looking in the mirror. So take pictures of different areas of your hair, of your scalp, so that you can examine it. Document those pictures that you've taken. Take like a picture in the same area over the next month for the month of March. This is actually a leap. Tomorrow is the 29th, so this is a leap year month here. So next month when you start in March, document your hair. Take a picture each day or every other day and see what happens to your hair, and also document what products you're using. This is a way to start seeing what your hair does based off of what you're putting in your hair and what inadvertently gets on your scalp. So now that I have that moisturizer, I'm going to begin to knot these similar way that I would with the conditioner, so that I can top it with a little bit of Foxy Brown color wax. So self-examine your scalp. Document what you're seeing with pictures and with words. And if you need to, pull in a dermatologist. If you do find that you may have some concerns on your scalp, or if you have some questions about what's going on in your scalp and you're just not sure, pull in the help of a dermatologist as well, so you can really find out what's going on with your scalp. You can definitely get different suggestions in different places online, but to know what's really going on with your scalp, you'll want to have a professional look at it if you have additional concerns. If you don't have additional concerns, then you can just document it and keep a record of what your scalp looks like based on the different products that you're using, right? Now I'm going to put a little bit of water in my hair, not too much, so that I can further infuse this moisturizer, this avocado moisturizer. And I'm going to split this part back into those 3 sections so they can add a little bit of the Foxy Brown color wax. Let's see. This first section down here, I'm going to add a clip on it. And then I'm going to clip this next section into 2. I definitely can tell the health of my hair because I was never able to part my hair this easily. And now I say that and I'm getting it all tangled. There. Okay, taking this one. Part this. I have 3 rows in the back, and I'm going to start with this last row, and I'm just going to put a little bit of Foxy Brown color wax on here. Not too much, just a little bit. This much. That's going to be for the first section back there. So of course I'm rubbing this in to get it very smooth before I put it in my hair. So my experience with my scalp and having alopecia, well, I didn't know what it was actually at first. I just knew I had a thin area in the crown of my head, and so I also knew that the crown of my head was tingly and itchy, but sometimes worse than others. Sometimes it really was just based on what I ate. I could tell my scalp would tingle based on different types of foods that I ate, and would itch and sometimes burn even. So all of those things are what led me to the dermatologist to find out what was really going on with my hair. And so I have 2 types of alopecia was my diagnosis, and the regimen that I was on was a topical ointment that I put on my hair every day, finasteride, and an oral pill that I took, I think twice a day. I think it started out once, but then went to twice a day. And scalp injections, once a month, scalp injections. OMG, the scalp injections felt like fire ants because it wasn't just one shot, it was multiple shots. in different areas of my head. Yeah, that felt like fire. So I did that for quite some time. But after some time, the oral meds started making me feel not good at all. Like I had several of the listed side effects that were mentioned for that medication. And it actually got to be too much, which is why I stopped taking the oral meds. And the compound prescription for my topical, it started really itching the crown of my head. So I stopped taking that as well. To me, when I look at my scalp in that particular area, of course it's kind of smooth. Sometimes when I felt the irritation, it would maybe look a little bit bumpy or a little bit more raised. And I was able to notice that and determine that because I did do a self-examination of my scalp. And I did journal my, history throughout the days. The same thing that I'm expressing for the challenge of March are things that I did before I got onto my medication for alopecia. So I actually created myself a Trello board. I took pictures of my scalp every day and placed them in my Trello board so that one, I can see how the thinning area changed, if it changed, and what that looked like over time. And two, I can just see what my scalp looked like over time. I'm a visual person, so that really helped me to see if there was a difference noticeably. I thought I saw a piece of hair, but maybe not. And so that's why I am, continuing to do that intentionally now. Once I stopped the oral and the topical, I stopped tracking on my Trello board. So I want to track again my scalp and just take pictures and see what it looks like over the next month. And hey, maybe you want to do the same. Going into this last section here, emulsifying it and adding it. My favorite time to use the brown color wax is when I'm using a curl cream. Oftentimes I am heavy-handed with the product because Janae is thick in places and thin in places. So I like to make sure that I get coverage everywhere. So when I use the curl cream, if I have a white residue somewhere, sometimes I cover it up with the brown color wax. Even though the curl cream does absorb in your hair, if you get under the hooded dryer with the white residue, it's not going to stay white. It's going to absorb in your hair. And it does absorb in my hair. But I did that trick one time before knowing how it was going to absorb in my hair. And I loved it. So I continue to do that trick each time. This is, don't know how long we've been on, because I don't have my glasses, but I think I'm still on track for my hour to hour and a half goal of my midweek refresh. I think I'll have to put my glasses on in a minute and see. Still got a clip in there. And I didn't want too much water in my hair because I really want to clip that, but I'm not. I didn't want too much water in my hair because of the color wax. Just a little bit over here. And squeeze it to distribute. I usually squeeze with both hands because there's product on both hands. And work it in. If you're watching this, I'm curious to know if you've used the Foxy Brown color wax before. Have you used the Foxy Brown color wax from Curl Mix? And how do you like it? I don't think I put any in here. How do you use the Foxy Brown color wax? It's actually meant to be used on its own. In the Curl Mix method, there's 4 steps: shampoo, conditioner, moisturizer, and gel. The color wax takes the place of the moisturizer and the gel. So you can use it by itself, but I like to use it with the curl cream because I love a soft set. And plus it covers up the white residue. Even if you have a gel that may give you a white residue, you should probably start by using a little bit more water. But if you have used more water while you're still styling your hair, just add a little bit of Foxy Brown on the top. It's going to cover up any glaze or product buildup that, could possibly appear. I think I see some hair here. Let's put this on my hair catcher. hard to see with my glasses off. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, so now let's go to this side. And this is the end. We are almost finished. A little bit of color wax, because we're not really doing it for the color. I guess we are. We're covering up the residue for, I'll get that, for the moisturizer residue. I didn't bring a towel in here. I should have. Listen, it's squeezed. There's hydration in there. So in the month of March, as we are focusing on scalp health, as we are examining our scalp intentionally every other day and taking pictures and documenting what we're using so that we know why it looks the way it looks based off the products we're using. Be open to going to a dermatologist if you have questions, if you have concerns about your scalp. Be open to partnering with a dermatologist to really check that out. And there is a Black dermatologist directory. I will look that up and add it into the description to help you with finding someone. But also, do your scalp massages as you are checking out your hair. Keep that blood circulated as you are doing your wash and goes and having your regular maintenance checks on your hair. Listen to this. Squeeze it with this hand. Yay. I'm going to part this in two. You can see what she's doing better than I can. And then this last section here. I'm looking in the mirror over here. And now I'm looking in the phone to see. Put this on my hair catcher. And we have full application of our midweek wash. How long did that take? An hour and 12 minutes. Yay, we're on track. Between an hour to an hour and a half for the midweek wash. That is our goal. So we're making good progress. And now I just want to make sure that there's no strands going in any weird direction. Weirder than normal. And it's not dripping in the back, which is good. So this probably will not take me long to diffuse at all. I'm sorry, to dry or to set. It will not take me long to set her. I'm going to go under the hooded dryer so we can set her up for success. And since I have my mirrors on the side, I'm going to pull them in so that I can kind of look at the back a little bit more. I can kind of see the back. You can see it better than I can, but I can kind of see it. Curls on my face. And I think we're good to go. Thanks for joining me for February, for the final wash in February for my 2024 curl vlog. Hopefully you will join me in the March challenge, which is scalp care. And we're going to focus on scalp health with just really paying attention to what's going on with your scalp. Being a bit more intentional with checking it out, looking at it, taking pictures of it, and documenting it so that you can see, based on what you're using, what your scalp is doing and how it's changing, if it's changing. So more to follow in the month of March. Janae and Janet are out saying bye for now.